from Core Civic is the name of this company that's got all these vans and buses here. They were the same ones who were used to haul away or bring in the people the other day, and then caught them when they were leaving and got the names of the buses. There's also another bus company, contracting transportation company called ISS that was operating one of the buses that was here the other day. Right, currently there are, looks like 4 cargo vans full of people, as well as 2 school bus type vehicles. It looks like I'm right near the gate, and they're waiting for the plane to show up so that they can get through and go out there on the tarmac. So I'll bring that to you as it unfolds. So just for now, I'm just gonna kind of like leave this running. I'll sit here and hang out, keep you updated as things begin to progress here. They're not very happy about me being here. That gentleman's speaking right there to the bus driver. Told me I couldn't film him. I informed him otherwise. You're always welcome to film in public. In fact, if anybody saw the video that I shot the other day, and I'm sitting on top of my van, so I kind of stand out like a bit of a sore thumb out here. The harbor police, who has jurisdiction here at the airport, showed up. They didn't give me too much of a hassle, but I told them that I know that I'm legally allowed to be here, and they went on their way. But this guy thought he had some authority over me, so I took a recording of him trying to tell me I couldn't film him. I can't. There's no assumption of privacy when you're in public places. A little bit of a sprinkly day out here. It's 70 degrees and sprinkles, light drizzle. I'm sure it'll clear up as the day goes on. Let's get in on this guy. We've been doing quite a bit of investigating into this Eastern Air Express company, as well as the Core Civic and ISS. Myself, as well as a couple other friends. Last night I was on the phone with Mike Corey for a few hours. We had Hernando RC join us for about an hour. I'm surprised at his depth of knowledge surrounding everything that he's been investigating. Definitely follow Hernando and Michael Corey. Michael is at VLTRA_VK, and Hernando RC is just that name, at Hernando RC. He's been doing a lot of great work in San Antonio. Understands the transportation realm very, very well. Thanks to everybody who's given us any tips along the way. We appreciate that. If anybody else has any other information they'd like to share, please post it here. Also like to give a shout out to my friend Robert Johnson, who is helping to facilitate the feed coming out to you. He does a lot of the back end work for my team. And a special shout out to Audra Morgan at Eye of the Storm SD on Twitter. She's been a faithful friend and partner in this exposing of the border machine as it works its way in San Diego County here. Been on task since late January. Trying to expose all the gears that make the machine work. And we've had a lot of luck. We've had a lot of looking into virtual facilities. We've been to Catholic Charities. We've exposed the Haitian Bridge Alliance to some degree. I think we have a lot more work there. If anybody has any extra information on the Haitian Bridge Alliance, that would be a really great place for deep dives. They are affiliated in some way with the Catholic Charities. They have a facility on Mission Gorge Place in Mission Gorge. I think it's every Friday, or maybe it's every other Friday. Maybe it's once a month, but they fill up their, they give them checks basically. They hand out money to the Haitian illegals through the Catholic Charities. But yeah, Haitian Bridge Alliance is something that I would encourage people to look into further. Eastern Air Express, we have found, is the CEO is this Wooly guy. something holy. And he's got his hands in a lot of different things. He's also involved with American Homes for Rent, a very large company, which we have some more looking into to do there to see if, you know, transporting these people to towns and cities where there may be homes for rent, American Homes for Rent's presence there. What's that? It's hard for me to hear you. Wait, wait. Why don't you jump out a second? I won't put you on video unless you want me to. I'm running a live right now. I am. Is it okay if I put the camera on you as we talk? Okay, well, I just had a gentleman roll up here. He's an Uber driver. He knows what's going on too. We actually got our first tip about this from one of our friends who drives with Uber. But it's been since, I think, late 2022 from the research that we've done. So we've been investigating Eastern Air Express and this CoreCivic company. And I made a video on Friday night because I spent the morning out here Friday and documented this. And it took off, like it went viral. I got 1.5 million views on it. Yeah, he posted it. If you look up Alex Jones on fan.video, you'll see my video right at the top. Did you see it? Yeah, that was me. So we're looking into it. There's a lot of government corruption going on. These companies have huge multi-billion-dollar contracts to move these people, and it's not right. It's illegal. Yeah, but it's funny that they're all complicit. All these people are employees of this type of thing. Nobody wants to step up and tell the truth about what's actually going on. They just want to get their paychecks. Yeah.
Yeah, get their paychecks, and then, but the end of the line.
Yep.
Now they got their money, but
they're complicit with the invasion of our country. Right? There are laws against that. Transporting illegals is a federal offense. That's right. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. Yep. That's cool. You saw my video. My little 2-minute video with big old jet airliner from Steve Miller Band.
Yeah.
Yep.
I caught them when they were coming out of San Diego, a whole bunch of them. Like, but these dudes weren't just like from Mexico. They were like from European or Pakistan.
Yeah, they're from all over the place. Yep, we've been capturing that for the past, started in January. So we've been down to San Ysidro to the port of entry. Those are the CBP-1 app asylum seekers, they call them. They're the ones who actually go through the port of entry. And then they take them to either the Jewish Family Services facility on Pacific Highway over there, where the old CHP building. They repurpose that through Jewish Family Services. And so they bring them there. Or they put them in the Ramada Hotel in Mission Valley. Or in the Midway, right off of Rosecrans, when you get off the 5 on Rosecrans, right when you start getting down to the Midway, there's a hotel right there that they use as well. It used to be called the 4 Points by Sheridan. So we've been to those places so many times, and out to Hukumba, and seen, yeah, it's literally people from all over the place. Some days it's all Chinese people, some days it's a lot of Turkish people, some days it's Egyptians, some days they're all from Africa. A lot of Egyptians, a lot of Mauritanians for some reason. Yeah, they will.
And it's time to fight. That's what they want, though. They want
Yep, I'm afraid of what's going to happen either way. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be that 2 months between if he's elected and when he takes office. And that's going to be a crazy, crazy time if they do let him win. Wild times we're living in. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Let me write it down so I don't have to say it on the camera because I'm live. You can find me on X if you're on there. Yeah, if I could. Do you have a pen? Again, coming at you from the cargo terminal at San Diego International Airport. These are the buses that they use. They got 4 buses and, sorry, 2 buses right now that hold usually about 47 people on the bus. And we have, it looks like 5 cargo vans that probably hold 10 to 12 people. And I wouldn't be surprised if other ones show up. You saw when they came up on me in the video, right? I just told them that I knew my rights. Yeah, they told me it was okay. When I showed up here this morning, they weren't here yet. The buses and the vans weren't here yet. But they showed up shortly after I got here. And I got out and started filming them. And they were like, "You can't film me." I'm like, "Yes, I can. You're in public. There's no laws against that. You can't tell me what to do." So they were all pissed off, but I think they had a little conference and realized that they really can't do anything. When you're in public, there is no assumption of privacy. So we'll wait to see if the plane, we'll probably move the plane around here in a minute. I wonder if it'll be a different one from the other day. I got the tail number from the one the other day. It was N660CP. And they were, they took them to Alexandria, Louisiana, where they have an ice facility at a former Marine base, or a former military base out in Louisiana. And yeah. Crazy place we find ourselves in. All right, cool. Holler anytime. And if you have an X account, follow me on there. I put my @Luke Slywaker. That's how you can find me on X. This is going out live on X right now. Yeah. I can't tell how many viewers are watching this because I got the live feed going, but on that video I did, I put it out Friday evening. It's over 1.5 million views. Yeah. He shared it, so that was cool. That was interesting. A guy from an Uber driver that was driving by happened to see me sitting up on my van. He's an Alex Jones fan, so he had seen the video. So it got pinned to the top of van.video yesterday. That on Friday. I recognized the video. So I'm just gonna hang around here. I'll probably be here for a couple hours, so if you guys want to just check back in or back out, this will take, the process takes quite some time. But I'm gonna try and keep this live rolling the entire time. I'm waiting for the plane to show up. Can't wait to see what the tail number is so people can do a little bit of research to help out and figure out where this thing's been going. Again, the company on Friday was Eastern Air Express. A very, very large company with at least $2.3 billion in government contracts. We found some information last night that showed that there were 15% of the way through fulfilling a contract that goes from 2022 until 2032. They also do, they contract with the DoD, so they are involved in doing some work with the military, moving personnel around. This isn't their only gig, but it's a big one. They do a flight out of San Diego, and apparently every single day from what I've gathered, talking to the security guards around here. Flights so far that I'm aware of have been to Laredo, Texas, El Paso, Texas, and Alexandria, Louisiana over the past week. We've run all those destinations. So I think 2 that I've heard of to Alexandria, Louisiana, 2 to Laredo, Texas, and apparently another one to El Paso. So by the time this is all done, we'll be able to figure out where this one's going to be headed. Diving, me and my friends, we've decided that this is a rabbit hole worth pursuing. So there will be space coming up soon to talk about these things, and I'm grateful for the friends that I have that are getting involved in helping to sort this all out with me. Move this around so you guys can come look at the airport. I got this thing on my tripod today, so it's going to be a little bit easier to manage. It should be a little bit more stable. Let's see. Tripod, so I gotta figure out how to work it a little bit here. Always activity going on here. There's things moving constantly. Planes coming in, planes going out. Hi there. Doing great, how are you? Yeah. This lady just pulled up a government vehicle. Looks like she's got some paperwork in hand. So the buses that they use are not Border Patrol buses. It was hard for me to see that from the distance I was at until they pulled out yesterday. The report that I made. They're actually from Core Civic. It's a contract. A huge government contract. We looked into them some. If any of you guys are curious to learn more, I encourage you to do your own digging. And we'll bring you what we've found, and if any of you are inspired to look into it yourselves, you can join our space later and share what you have found. It should be a great conversation. There was another bus that was with them the other day. There was a little bit more of a coach-looking bus that it was through a company called ISS. It also has contracts with the government for prison stuff. They may not need all the buses today because they have 5, I guess, cargo vans 5 vans that would bring us up to about 150, along with the Border Patrol personnel that have to accompany them. That's basically a plane move from what I understand. But there may be more arriving now. This feed's probably going to be a little bit boring at times, but there will be movement periodically. That's kind of the way that it goes. I'm going to use this video later on, and I'll clip it up and kind of find interesting parts to share with you. But for now, I'm just going to run the live. This is being saved, so I can edit some interesting parts together later on. Who do you work with? Are you with Core Civic? With the airport? Eastern Air? Eastern Airlines Express? We'll probably be able to figure it out because I'm going to have to pull out of here in a minute. These guys. It's like they got some interesting, well, I guess it's because it's a police vehicle or something. They got all kinds of different buttons and radios inside there. You can tell it's a government vehicle because of the black rims. So they have run flat tires. A little light up here on the front, on the bumper there. So some sort of official vehicle. I'll try to keep an eye on them. Back over here and check out the buses. Wait for them to start doing their thing. A couple people gave me a hard time for editing the video that I made on Friday. More fighters. Even you were watching. There's the whole thing. I said I was deceptively editing. No, I wasn't deceptively editing. I was just trying to make a 2-minute video that captured the essence of what was going on here. But here's the whole deal. It's going to be 2 hours of each and every day. So haters gotta suck it. I'll show you guys what it looks like before it gets here. There's 2 of those portable stairways that they use to load them on right over here. Bear with me. I'll zoom in on the action before they get here. And I'll try to get the tail number as soon as it arrives, so anybody who has access to the flight aware or any sort of flight tracking stuff, you can look into it for me. So these are the stairways that they use here. One there and one over here. Since we're just hanging out, I'll give you guys a shot of how it looks in downtown San Diego. This beautiful morning. Well, cloudy, but beautiful. It's Sunday. for you. Just near the airport. Let's see, where is the plane? That's the question. I wonder if they'll use that one. See if I can get the tail number. It's the only one that's large enough that's in this area right now. Maybe another company involved, or TR. Let's see. I don't know if you can make that out. It's as close in as I can get right now. If anybody's watching and wants to get a screenshot of it, it's really hard to see that tail number. And it may or may not be the one, but it is in the vicinity, so we shall see. So I think that that would have to be marked much more clearly. But we don't even know if that's the one. So this is the cargo terminal here. So this is what it looks like around over here. There's some of these private jets out here sitting on the runway. As well as there's a prop plane. I think that's a FedEx prop plane over there. And the big dogs over here. FedEx planes. Loading up something over there. FedEx Express. Been taking off right now. Hi there.
I'll film you, okay? Thank you.
What's that?
Don't film me.
I can film you if I want to. Round of the invasion of our country from San Diego. San Diego's a hub. So many people come over and around the wall here, as well as through the port of entry, using the CBP1 app, largely facilitated after we get through that by Catholic Charities and Jewish Family Services. They transport them, feed them, multi-billion-dollar government contracts to help facilitate the invasion of our country. Every one of these people who's involved is breaking the law. It's illegal to transport people who have broken the federal law. Every few minutes, smell a waft of burning tires from when they come in and land. It's off that big puff of smoke when the wheels aren't turning. So, like every 2 minutes, it goes right over my legs. Smell that burning tire smoke. On top of my van. That's where I do my shooting from. I need to look over a fence. No. Get in. Get in. I got my road dog with me as always. Oh, Mr. Brutus. They're all over there laughing it up, having a good time. Bus full of prisoners, and they're all standing up front, laughing, having fun. I'm laughing for long, guys. What you're doing is criminal, even if you're getting a paycheck for it. Movement. Oh, sorry. they realize that we're onto them to change up the plan. We'll see what happens. It'd be great if I disrupted their agenda for today. If that's what they're gonna do, then we just need to have someone sitting out here all day, every day. Stop this shit ourselves. Wrong. The Harbor Police came and saw me on Friday and they told me this was fine. I do. This is public property. Abort the mission. You guys gonna not do it today now since I'm here? Buses are leaving. Look at this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they're going in. Okay. Unit 9071. The other one is 9072 up front. They are going in.
In through the gate. Oh.
Out they're not aborting the mission. So we're gonna get to see it happen again today. full-size school buses and four people moving cargo vans. I think there's 16 passenger vans. Maybe I'm wrong. 10. I have 10. 10. Shoot, sorry. I'm trying to keep my phone charged so the cord pulls it down out of place. Plane should be arriving in a moment, I imagine. Sorry, guys. See what else we learned here today. Again, there's doing some deep dives. There's the other vehicle that was parked next to me. See if I can get their license plate. Maybe someone can figure out who they work with. Screenshot. Anybody who's capable of identifying the vehicle, take a screenshot of that. Maybe get a. It's like HCYJ013. This is going to be the load today.
Got my battery pack.
Over here. Yeah, the plane must be about to show up. Staging over here by where the staircases are. Or maybe they'll do it at another location since I'm here. We'll see. See their down a little bit farther. Maybe they'll try to keep us out of my view. No, I think they're gonna do it here. Justin! My friend Justin is here. He's the one who told us. Did you see it on X?
Dude, I was wondering what was happening. Like, all of a sudden I started getting all these followers. I'm like, there's nothing I posted. I just get to talk shit to people I hate.
How many did you get?
Oh.
Alright. I got 4,000.
Oh, I kind of figured. Like, I saw what? How many
Coming up on 13,000. I had like 8,300 last week on Friday. They were all out here a little bit ago. All the buses and vans.
Yeah.
They were pissed. When I first showed up, they're like, "You can't film us." Yeah, I can. You're in the public. So I'll be sitting out here for the next couple hours. How's your day so far?
Not bad. I'm gonna get out there. I was glad that your video
Blew up. It was 1.5 million views this morning.
Is that what it's at?
It was. Maybe it's more now. Still getting lots of shares. Hold on. What'd you say? Tim Pool? I'm going on OAN tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
One American News. They're in La Jolla. So I'm gonna go in the studio. I used to.
From the video?
Hmm? Yeah. Matt Baker lined it up. He was on 2 of their shows, like on Wednesday. So I'm going on one of them tomorrow to talk about all this stuff.
Did you use FlightAware or what did you use to do it? Because I did see that was one that
I think it was a different one. It was a different one, like Tracker or
yeah,
something.
you could find it.
I can't remember what it was. I tried out different ones and found the one that had the best features for free.
FlightAware, same. Well, I use it so that I know all the flights coming in, so I can get it right. I'm still surprised I'm still allowed to drive.
My boy Justin, who queued us up on all this, is here. It's Justin Castro. If anybody's watching, you can follow him on X, Twitter at ChewieBow, at ChewieBow. ChewieBow. It's Justin Castro. He's one of our friends that attends the Board of Supervisors meetings with us, or at least used to before he got a restraining order put on him by the county. He's worked with the registrar of voters. But he happened to be in the neighborhood a few days ago and saw this happening. So he let Audra and I know. And I've decided to stick through with it. I came by on Tuesday, we did a report here. I came by Wednesday, I missed it, I was late. Came by on Thursday and I was late again, but got more information that they have been doing them every day. And then finally caught it on Friday. But today we wanted to see if we can gather up a little bit more information, because it'd be nice to see where these buses are coming from. They're a large prison contractor with the federal government. Oh, that's gonna be it. John, the security guy here, told me that there was a plane that says X on it that they use. So it looks like they're bringing it's a different plane. Let's see if we can get the tail number on this one. The tail number on the one from Friday was N660CP from Eastern Air Express. Maybe you can do a little research on this X company. It says Global X. what I told them? Yes, I can.
Dude, I wish I was here with David.
I filmed it. I think I can zoom in on it.
No, that was the one I shot you.
Was it a Global X?
That was the second one. The first one was the one
The Eastern Air Express company?
yeah.
Unmarked, basically?
Yeah, unmarked one was
Eastern Air Express. No, it's Global X.
just double check.
It looks like the tail number is like behind the wing.
Was this the number that you had last time? That was the plane from the day that I saw.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the flight number. That's not the plane number.
Oh.
The plane tail number always starts with an N.
Oh, maybe your system was better.
Well, I had to rely on somebody who was in my comments to give me the. I assumed that BBQ number was the tail number, but I've learned since that they always start with an N. But it looks like the tail number on this one is hidden behind the
That
wing.
one is going to go to. I bet you 10 to 1. That one is going to go to Texas.
I'm gonna raise this thing up and maybe I can get to where I can see the tail number. Let's see here. Yeah, this is
That's
probably.
one way to learn.
Yep.
You know, people will correct you immediately.
Well, I appreciate the help.
No, that's what I love about it.
Let's see. I almost see it. I'm gonna go a little higher. Maybe we can make it out.
That was the one that I bet you they're going to Texas. I don't know if that's the same.
Sorry guys, let's get back on it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I didn't have my camera in the right spot. So this is flight.
That was when I took the picture. Shot, but that was the Global X one.
Okay.
They went to that location.
So it's a Global X 2501.
I think. If it's the same plane, we'll see it when it gets out.
So this one went to McAllen. That's in Dallas.
Yeah, it's Texas, right?
Yeah. McAllen? No, McAllen's
He was saying
South
El Paso.
Texas. McAllen's right by the border, I think. It's on the southeast
Paso.
corner. No, El Paso's on the western side. They're eastern, yeah, western side. McAllen's on the southeast, right by on the Rio Grande, I believe.
Okay.
And they also go to Laredo.
These guys for, do you think that they're sold that we're trying to, like one of the planes yesterday, one that we caught, the guy was saying it was military, right? Or it went to a military base?
Yeah, former military base. It's an ICE facility.
Oh, it's nice.
But it used to be a military base from what I understand.
Okay, so they're not trying to get them from our soldiers.
Not that way.
I've seen a few videos where basically a bunch of migrants are saying that they're going to be Marines.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing too, but I don't know if there's any real sauce on it.
That's what I was kind of curious to do.
Get that tail number.
Yeah, I missed you like 5 minutes after you left. The day you shot it?
Yeah, okay. see that. There's a tail number hidden kind of behind the wing there. It's really, really difficult for me to see. So anyway, just joining, we have another load coming to a town near you from San Diego International Airport. These are the people just coming off. They just opened the door after putting the stairway up. Like officials. They're gonna jump in that unmarked government vehicle there, I imagine. Let's see. It's on Robert's Rumble page. You'll have to look for it. Yeah, an hour and a half of it. When I was here? Alive? Oh, Tara? Yeah, I'll have to.
I know.
I'll have it somewhere.
There's a couple things I want to see in that, and I want to put some things out.
Yeah, I'll send that to you later. Just remind me.
So you gonna be here all day?
All morning.
All morning until they're done?
Yeah.
Is that your work bench?
The jacket?
No, your bench.
Oh yeah.
I was like, did he really bring a bench to sit on? And then I thought about, like, oh no,
It's for hours, you know.
Yeah.
It's tiring standing up the whole time. You gonna hang around for a little bit? I'll be here. Well, look.
Brian Bogner's not down there with you.
I didn't tell her. I told Robert I was coming down.
Told Robert.
Yeah. I just decided to do it like 10:30 last night. I better get back down there.
Dude, I like the fact that you're trying to do it every day.
Well, I didn't come yesterday, but there's just a little bit more information I want to gather, you know. I'm really curious about where those buses go, where they came from and where they go. I'm not. I was gonna ask you if you want to do it, but I already got somebody.
Are they here?
No. RJ.
So what, when they take off, you're gonna call them first?
Yeah, Robert's gonna come. I was gonna call you if you. I called him first. What's going on?
Like,
Line up.
he's trying to keep everyone busy and together.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys aren't together like you are.
Right.
Serving us one purpose.
We share each other's feeds and stuff.
Yeah.
So it goes out to a whole bunch of channels.
He's the blue trying to help everyone get the story.
He's our back end guy.
Yeah, I just sent him a message. Yeah, no, I heard when, you know, Robert, I told you, when he was talking to you guys. And that was Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was sitting there, I was like, I like him. We're good.
He's got all kinds of cool equipment.
Let's set him up.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been mostly tracking what's going on in Chula Vista for a long time. He has the person who I've already been rolling for an hour.
And I saw, I looked through Twitter and I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on, anyone, and I followed a bunch of people. I had some people start following him, like, okay, I'll follow you back, follow you back, follow you back, and I'm like, okay, a bunch of you just don't do shit and just post other people's.
That's normal. There's not very many people that actually make content.
I don't mind them not, I don't mind people
took off the other day. As soon as it was out there, I shut off the feed and it got right on there. It was only like a mile out.
Yeah.
2,000 feet up when I figured out which one it was.
And it's very easy. Did the other one take off?
What other one?
There was 2 planes, wasn't there?
No, they just do one.
All the buses were just waiting next to that one.
Yeah. Well, they came around that one.
Okay. There was just 2 that one day that I showed up here.
I got a little bit better feed on it. Like since it's on a tripod now, it's a little more steady. So there's some people that were claiming that these people had on handcuffs or whatever. I didn't notice that, but we should be able to see today. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. When they move them around out in the field, the Border Patrol moves them in the buses. They handcuff one arm to another guy. Like kind of a longer handcuff.
But that could be You know what the sad thing is? I don't think you're going to be able to find out where they're coming from, by where they're going after here.
Well, we're gonna try.
But it would take some time. You could backtrack to show it before they're here. You wait until the 2 points of interest, see which direction they're coming from, and then you start going.
Yeah, that would take a month.
Well, would it? Like, we know about where they're coming from. We know most of the facilities, don't we?
Yeah, I imagine they're probably coming from the soft side facility down in Brownfield, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. The other way to do it would be to sit out there one morning, see if we catch them coming out of there.
Yeah, catch the same buses coming out of there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that? Are there people there in the morning? Yeah. What about the guy that lives on your friend that got friggin' his head bashed?
Oh, he's out in Hukumba.
Oh,
That's like
way
60 miles west.
I got it. I didn't know where he was.
Robert's not too far from there. He's spent a lot of time sitting out in Brownfield, just tracking what's going on down there. So maybe I can get him to do that one day. Know about how long it takes to get here. So if he showed up at 7 down there, he should be able to. If they're coming out of there, he should be able to
Well,
catch him.
that or while he's down there, just go there. If he starts going there,
Yep.
because that's what I thought when I saw the bus up there, that they were treated like prisoners.
What?
Is he right around here?
Oh, he's at his house. But he can check the feed to see what's going on. I mean, do you have yours? Can I check your feed to see what it looks like? See how the audio is coming through? mic's working, hopefully.
I'm hoping it doesn't pick up everything I say.
It probably does.
I kind of figured that. Well, I know that because there are several conversations. I know the board. I know someone at the board watches. Would have said because I said something at the board of supervisors. I told Audra what I wanted to say at the board of supervisors meeting, and I'm in trouble for not even saying the item. I wanted to talk about it like about the signatures of the most.
Coming to you from the cargo terminal at the San Diego airport again. Just getting a live feed of the entire process here. I did this also on Friday. The live feed is available from that day. I have to repost it though. It didn't go out on my feed for some technical issue. But we're gonna document the entire process here of them. I got them out in the parking lot here and watched them pull in, and now they're unloading each one of them. There's four or five of those vans. I think that the one out in front is just their luggage. They put bag tags on all those, so it looks like they're going to load up all their luggage first, and then they'll be offloading the illegal immigrants from the 2 school buses and the 4 or 5 additional passenger vans that are out here. If each van holds 10 people and the buses hold approximately 50, that'd be 150, and I think that's about what they move each day. Try to keep it on the stairway, so if anybody wants to count them, you know, go through it and do that. Yeah, right now they're offloading the luggage from the cargo van out front. The passenger vans are behind. 4 or 5 passenger vans, 2 full-sized school buses, flat front school buses. It's coming through good, right?
Yeah. Only if I can rewind it to see the paper.
Now you should be able to hear what you just said if it comes through.
Oh, is it? I don't know why it wasn't supposed to.
At the end of all this, I should be able to get a tail number for you guys and a flight number, so we'll be able to see where this is going as soon as it takes off. I expect this to take at least another hour to get all loaded up and staged through the queue so that they can take off. Again, this is Global X. The company the other day was called Eastern Air Express, so apparently there's more than one contractor unless Global X is under the umbrella of Eastern Air Express. Just following up on the story that I brought to you guys all on Friday here, seeing if we can gather any more information. charter service. Almost. Thanks for dropping by. If you happen to be stopping by the live here, I'm going to continue this on until the plane has left the tarmac. Feel free to check back in at your leisure as this continues to go. We'll be watching all these guys deboard the buses on this charter jet shortly. As they get all the luggage loaded up, I'm sure they'll start moving the passengers on board, the illegal immigrants. So I'll be being paid for by your tax dollars. Very, very large contracts, multi-billion-dollar contracts that this company is being awarded. The bus company, as well as the airline charter company, or companies, as it looks. When this is all said and done, I'll try to edit down a little shorter version of this. It'll be easier to share and enjoy.
Give me a second. Let me call you right
Slywaker coming at you live from the cargo terminal at San Diego International Airport this Sunday morning. We're watching the daily flight of illegal immigrants being loaded up, currently loading the baggage, and then we will hang around here and watch the two prison buses, school buses. They have corrections written on the front. Approximately 150 prisoners, or illegal immigrants I should say, will be being transported to distribution areas around the country, mostly in the south. So far it looks like they're being sent from here to Alexandria, Louisiana, El Paso, apparently McAllen, Texas, and assuredly Laredo, Texas are destinations that they've been utilizing to this point. We're aware of. We'll see where this one's going as soon as it takes off. VLTRA. Michael Ray Corey, you can find him on X, as well as we had a conversation with Hernando Arce last night, and he's got a lot of knowledge that he was sharing with us from his experiences there in San Antonio, Texas. Make sure you're following both of them, Hernando ARCE, as well as Michael Ray Corey at VK_VLTRA. So make sure you're giving those guys a follow, and I will keep you posted if we have a space coming up later today. If not, it will be tomorrow or the next day. The trying to do a little bit of research into these companies that are helping out with this invasion. Seems to be shenanigans all over. Got our first passengers loading on now. They may be handcuffed, I wouldn't be surprised. They typically do handcuff them when they're transporting them. Oftentimes they will handcuff with a chain. There's handcuffs with a chain in between, like about a foot long chain, when they pick them up from the camps in Hakamba and Boulevard, Dulzura areas. When they gather them together and put them in the buses or the vans, a lot of times they will handcuff one man to another with one arm, so that they're pretty free to move around, but they can't run without taking another man with them. Not that they want to run. They may turn themselves into border patrol because they know that they will be Ubered on and welcomed into our country with food, transportation, and shelter, paid for by you and me, before they're distributed around the country. There's been a lot of talk about the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio. Now, there is an organization functioning here in San Diego known as the Haitian Bridge Alliance. That's a nonprofit that facilitates a lot of different things for the Haitians here. They distribute money. That's done at the Catholic Charity Center out in Mission Gorge Road. I don't have the exact address, but it's actually Mission Gorge Place is the Catholic Charities location where you can find the Haitians when they, I think they show up on Fridays to get their checks. So anybody who's interested in learning more about the Haitian invasion should do research on the Haitian Bridge Alliance. Apparently it's a subsidiary under Catholic Charities from the appearances. It does appear that they're handcuffed. I'm not seeing their hands at their sides at all when climbing the stairs. Buses. Let's get a little bit more. The stairway's in the way, but this is 2 buses and 4 passenger vans are all parked over there. I may run through this later at high speed so I can count the individuals going on. They gotta be in handcuffs because it's not normal to walk upstairs with your hands not swinging by your side. So to any of the haters who said that I deceptively edited my video, this is live, uncut, and completely unedited. They are illegals.
Are they?
Yeah.
You saw the border patrol?
The security told me.
No. But they also do. No, I get what you're saying. I mean, when they leave, they'll take them.
You can tell me what she's talking about.
Yeah,
We've looked into the contracts with the bus company, and they're part of this illegal transport.
yeah, but they all, what she's saying is they all,
We'll see.
you just said it in that time. I'm not repeating it, I'm sorry. Whatever the female person is, because this is different than, but they have the maps. I don't know. Look it up if there were people driving the Venezuela.
They all have multiple colored backpacks and bags out here.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah,
prison
yeah.
bags. It's luggage. It's not stuff that came. They don't bring their luggage to prison. Hey, they're probably loading women in the back of the plane and men up front. That's
But if it is multiple buses, it would be
It's 2 buses and 4 vans.
2 buses, 4 minutes. Yeah, this is something. I mean, it could be more. I mean, it is. Luke. It is. Luke believes it's border related, and it could be, but this is something different than what I filmed or that I shot the other day. Like, this is something completely. Because I didn't see more vans than I saw buses last night.
When I was here on Friday, it was all buses.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I saw. I didn't see vans.
But the vans have the same name as the company on the bus.
The vans have the same name as the company on the bus.
It's a prison contractor,
Prison contractor.
but they move people from facilities. That's part of their deal. We've been looking into it.
So it could. We'll find out.
It's definitely illegal immigrants.
Okay.
We've done a lot of research already that she doesn't know about.
They did some research apparently. Research.
Yes.
They looked up a bunch of the information on buses. There needs to be like a central. So.
Justin's speaking with Audra on the phone right now. Follow Audra at Eye Up the Storm SD if you're not already. We've been working together for the past 3 years, trying to shed some light on the darkness around San Diego County. So apparently these have all been women so far. We'll see if the men come next. I imagine that they, as they do in the buses, usually they'll put the women in a certain part of the bus and the men in a certain part. They have actually different isolated cages within the buses that the Border Patrol uses so they can lock them away from each other so there's no weird stuff going on the way to the detention facilities. So it looks like they're probably putting the women in the rear end of the bus. And we'll see, but I would speculate that they're probably going to bring the men out and load the front of the bus up with the men. But we will see. You have Robert's number? If you don't have her, call him. Let him know it might be a good time to head this way.
Okay.
Do you have his number? Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess that's one. She won't be the same.
Okay. And he can't do it? Oh, alright. Because I don't want to do it because it's van. They're gonna see me. You know, they might not recognize you in that car. But if I'm following them in this van, they already have seen me. They're all out here in the parking lot. They're gonna, if I'm following them, they're gonna know it's me. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm just curious. You guys don't seem to be communicating.
No?
Okay, just curious.
As far as I know, everything's fine.
Okay. That's it, I guess. See, let me show you what you saw the video that I shot on, right?
The one that you showed her Monday?
Yeah.
Or Tuesday or whatever?
They didn't get onto the bus like this. And did they get on the bus like this when we filmed?
Yeah, on the bus?
Let me show you.
They're on the buses when they got here. They're unloading from the bus.
No, I mean when they I'm sorry, they didn't walk up and get on the plane in this fashion.
This is how it was on Friday.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. Did they know you were here on Friday?
I don't know if the people on the tarmac knew, but airport security or whatever, the harbor police knew, and like, yeah. This is like just like what it looked like on Friday. It appears to still be all women. I couldn't tell on Friday if they were men or women because I didn't have this tripod so it was real shaky, and the image wasn't quite as clear.
Maybe they did.
They've been doing this since like December of 2022 every day, so I think they got a pretty well-oiled machine by now.
No, I know, but I was trying to remember when I saw him on Monday. And I did.
We're not high, we can easily see me.
But I thought about it.
It's way better up here.
Oh, yeah. Decided to go talk to
John?
security. Yeah.
I thought I was following him on X, but I got the wrong guy. I sent him messages. This dude has the same name, and he was like, "Why are you sending me this stuff?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I thought you were a security guard at the San Diego airport. Sorry." He's like, "No worries, dude."
No, that, yeah. What about the kids that were with him? Did any of them care?
Kids that were with who?
When you guys were talking, did you notice
Kids?
the younger people?
Oh yeah, younger people. They didn't seem to react.
They didn't care one way or another.
I had a guy who, I had this gentleman who works for Uber come by earlier, and he recognized what I was doing. He's like, "Oh, I saw your video on Alex Jones."
Oh, Alex Jones?
Well, he shared it, and he put it that Matt got it pinned to the top of Band.video yesterday.
Okay, cool. No, you should go take a picture of the
Oh, there's a sign here? Should get it, send it to me.
just take it off one of the things because of migration groups.
Oh, alright.
And so there's one, so they have a picture of that and then the eggs and every plate. And I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, that's weird.
Not for the Haitians?
I didn't cross my mind. Oh, I feel bad for this one driver in there. Do Haitians do the prayer session?
They do voodoo.
Yeah, it's more voodoo than that. Okay. So he's not Haitian. Thank God.
Well, I'm sure that there are some Christians in Haiti, but there's a large,
You know the ones
Following
that
of
do the
voodoo.
whole- every 12
that's Muslim prayer.
That's what I thought. Is there Muslims in Haiti?
I'm sure there are. All around the car. Right. It's like still women going on this flight so far.
place them under a citizen's arrest?
You have to have a police officer to follow up on the arrest that will follow up on the arrest. Otherwise, we would have arrested the board of supervisors by now.
That's a requirement.
Because they're breaking the law. So we've attempted to citizen's arrest them, but the sheriff has to follow up, and they have to take them into custody.
And
All right. Someone with a walker.
Hey, they go mild, but they go like out of county. I might just eventually go stop.
Okay. Walker up the stairs right now. So far, it appears as though all these people have been females getting on the plane. I would anticipate the males will probably board later. It could be all females, who knows? But I would imagine they probably separate them as they do it when they transport them from the camps that they gather at near the border. They put them in the Border Patrol buses, and if there are men and women, the women will typically be in the back of the bus, and the men will be separated from them in a front compartment. So it would make sense if they loaded the females on the plane first to keep them separate from the males. We shall see. San Diego cargo terminal at the San Diego International Airport. Separate Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, where most passengers are required to go through TSA screenings. These individuals, they have been in a detention facility leading up to this. It's been declared of not having anything dangerous on them. So I suppose I can see why they don't need to go through x-rays and stuff. They've probably already been through that at facilities they came from before they boarded these prison buses. We're watching them load up. And I'm going to stick around here until this thing takes off so we can see which facility it's headed to after it leaves here. If it's going to be another one that goes to Alexandria, Louisiana, or if it will be taken to Laredo as some of the other flights this week. Possibly El Paso. We know that that's another destination that's commonly used when leaving San Diego. And then they're distributed from those facilities out to a town near you. Interesting to look into this to see who owns Global X. If it's a separate contract or if it's another subsidiary of Eastern Air Express. Eastern Air Express was the name of the charter company that was here on Friday when I stopped by. They used the Eastern Air Express charter jet. Now this is Global X. There was a tail number on the other one. Even though it's hard to see, the buses were blocking it and I couldn't really get a good image of it as it was taking off. The tail number on that one was N660CP. The tail number on this one is currently hidden behind the wing there. So I'll have to wait until it taxis or until these, it's gonna have to get out in front of me a little bit better. I don't have quite the right vantage point to be able to get that for us right now. I'll be tracking this as it takes off. Jump off at that point off the live and look it up on my flight tracker. Anybody else can do that too. We'll figure out where it's headed and what the flight number is. And with the tail number, we'll be able to see where else this thing's been going. Eastern Air Express, we found, it also does a lot of travel between several Central and South American countries. As well as Cuba. If you guys are enjoying this, give it a like, share it out. I know it's a little bit slow going here. It's a process to get them all, the luggage together, to get them all off the buses, get them all brought up. We'll probably have to do a little bit of processing with each one of them. They seem to be going up the stairs fairly slowly. These men or women? These appear to be men going on now. Yeah, so yeah, I would think I was right about that. They load the women on first and then the men next. They do appear to all be handcuffed, which is not abnormal. They're interacting with Border Patrol. We see that a lot of times when they pick them up in the field. Oftentimes they handcuff one man to another, just one hand cuffed. They can't run away without taking someone with them. contraband drugs and whatnot. So there are two flat front school buses that hold approximately 50 people out there right now, as well as 4 passenger vans. I would suspect probably hold about 10 people inside, I'm not sure exactly. 4 or 5 of those vans, so there's in the vicinity of 150 people being loaded on this bus, give or take, or on this jet. Excuse me. Again, this is from the cargo terminal, freight terminal. This is where FedEx and DHL and UPS ship out packages from this part of the airport. You can see terminals 1 and 2 are just on the other side there. That's that large building behind the airplane. Listening would like to do a little dig on Global X, maybe get us ahead of the game. We've done some work trying to figure out the orders in the contracts with Eastern Air Express, who was here the other day. I'm not sure if this is a subsidiary of Eastern Air Express or if this is a separate contract. So I invite any of you who are curious to find out to go ahead and have a look. Well, I'll get you the tail number of this plane as soon as it's visible. It's hidden behind the wing right now. N number. All tail numbers start with an N, I have learned recently. illegal aliens falls under the umbrella of criminals. Multi-billion-dollar contracts with both Eastern Air Express as well as Corsair. And I imagine Global X has a similar situation. They're frisked before boarding to be sure there's no pokey objects, I'm sure, or any other contraband on their person. The women in the back, they've already been loaded. The men are currently boarding. Gathered they do one flight per day out of San Diego International Airport and distribute these people to facilities in cities such as Laredo, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Alexandria, Virginia. I know there's one other I can't recall. Oh, Phoenix, Arizona. I've heard that as well. Figure out where this one goes. Right after it takes off, we get the flight number, the tail number.
You know, it's still going to be like 45 minutes from now.
Yep, I know. Two hours in so far. When I first arrived, the buses or the vans were not here. I'm parked in a little parking lot right near where they enter the facility into the tarmac area. About 2 or 3 minutes after I arrived, the vans started showing up and then the buses. So I had some interactions with gentlemen driving. One was particularly perturbed. I was out here and insisted I could not film him. If you're in a public space, there is no assumption of privacy. So I let him know he couldn't tell me what to do. I did get footage of that. Where they take them when they get where they're going? Well, when they go to Alexandria, Louisiana, they take them to an ICE detention facility that they have there that's on a former military base.
Oh, so you can't see it.
No.
The transportation.
Well, they go into an international airport, but then they're taken to the ICE facility that probably has a runway of its own. I'm not really sure. That's speculation.
But that's that location. What about the other location that they took?
They've taken them to Laredo, Texas, Alexandria, Virginia, and El Paso. All I know about is Alexandria right now. I got some more digging to do. Virginia, and McAllen or Laredo, Texas.
Oh, Virginia.
No, I'm sorry, Alexandria, Louisiana.
And are all these locations ice?
I don't know yet. We really did the work on the location that we were focused on Friday. I was on the phone with Michael Ray Corey for like 3 hours last night, digging into stuff. No, Michael Ray Corey. He's a really good friend of mine. He's the one that wrote the Erickson report. He works with Austin Steinbart. Part of our quantum party. No, I didn't know her. I know her mom now, though. Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah, actually.
Matt knew them, or he knows her husband. Matt Baker made a pendant for him out of her ashes, and because he blows glass, you know. So it's Q, and people like me are anons.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if she was one of the Q anons.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
You know, you guys knew each other and all that.
I didn't know her.
Yeah.
But her mom's a lovely woman.
Freaking got arrested.
Jaywalk.
Only person died from San Diego. We don't want to do anything about it. No, I mean.
All the luggage over here. Came in on a cargo van. They took all that out. They've been going through everything, looking for any, I'm sure, weapons or drugs or anything like that. They've inspected all the luggage before they put it on. They've been frisking all the illegals. Give you guys a little glimpse of the other vans over here. Port Care. Government contractor that does this transportation with the vans and the buses. Port Care. said on 1010, that's one of the Q drops has the Mickey Mouse watch with the hands on 10 and 2. So I use it as a symbol.
So it's only right 3 times a day?
Twice a day?
Twice a day.
Will. Typically not. Sounds good. Thank you.
I give you Cheetos, but you know.
I'm good.
I realized that as I was coming here, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't buy these.
I had a nice breakfast before I got down here. It's okay as long as you're not making money on it.
Yeah, no, that's what...
I don't plan on monetizing.
But you could choose anything from Tom McDonald.
It's open source?
Oh, he put out a thing saying anyone can steal my shit.
That's cool.
So, and all of that is more rap based, more like Eminem. And he talks ungodly about shit.
Whenever I make my videos, I have like the right song just pops into my head. So far, they've done pretty well picking the right one.
Well, no, if you do a good job, I feel like you just can't make anything. You can't.
Well, Scotty Moore, he does those. He puts out videos almost every day, and he scrolls through people's feeds and stuff like that, and he uses like BC Boys and all these. He's got a big audience. I think he's monetized, so. If he gets away with it, he's usually using popular music, and I highly doubt he's having it licensed.
But does he do political content? Or
yeah.
And seriously, they haven't. Is he just not big enough for them not?
He's pretty big. Scotty Martin, look him up.
Okay. Because I hear that all the time where they get pissed off, especially like at Trump.
On YouTube they do that, but I don't know. Twitter's been pretty good so far, for me anyway.
Oh, it's Elon too.
Yeah.
I mean, give it 50-50 shot with him.
Yeah.
So that if anyone took a picture, you wouldn't be able to say, you know what I mean? But if you were standing right there, you would be able to read it.
Oh, I see. Still loading the man up.
That was like way long ass time ago when he was part of that group. Still men or women now?
These are all men. They put the women on first. got a little ways to go because once they have this full, they're gonna have to load up all the bags yet.
Well, they're already loading them.
Oh, they are, okay. Oh yeah.
One by one.
Right.
I feel bad for that guy who has to grab all of them one by one.
Oh. Luke Slywaker.
Yeah, no, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I know who this is. And then I went to go through my text to go find you, and I'm like,
Why don't you store it now?
huh?
Why don't you store it in your phone? I can type in the number. You have it.
Is it I have it in there, I just don't have it saved. Okay.
That's the real thing. It's not my nom de jour. That's my real name.
Family in that business?
No,
At one time, way back when?
maybe. Before they came over to America. They're Germans though, so I don't think there was a lot of that being made there.
I just know because last names, you know. So I got a question. Now that you got all those things, are you still stay in the background?
Let me get out there a little bit more. I got my boy Hernando. Looks like he just joined the stream. What's up, Hernando? It's nice chatting with you and MK last night. We will continue to do our digs on these companies. Hernando, we might be able to maybe you can look into this Global X company and see what they're about, see if they're related with Eastern Air Alliance or Eastern Air Express. This is a different logo. Don't have a tail number yet, but we'll get it. If you're not following Hernando RC, give him a follow. He's doing amazing work in San Antonio at the HRC, I believe it's called, the Human Replacement Center, as he calls it. at HernandoRC.arce on X, on Twitter. Enjoy his content. Also give my boy Mike Arikori a follow. He is at VK_VLTRA on X. He's an amazing researcher and a dear friend. We had a three-way call last night. Hernando joined us for about an hour last night. We worked on doing some digging on these companies that are involved in transportation of these illegals. And we will be continuing to dig further. Probably have some more conversations today, and we'll have a space soon. So anybody who has any other information is able to contribute. If anybody else does have any more information on any of these things, any of these companies, or anything that's happening near you, or anything at all that's happening out in our area, we'll be happy to investigate. But you can please put that in the comments. If anybody's got anything, any tips or anything that they'd like to share, that might be of assistance to our digs, that would be very much appreciated. And I hope that anybody who is watching or listening will consider joining the space when we get that set up. Hopefully it'll be later today, but it's going to just depend on the scheduling with the other friends. See who else we can get in there. Hopefully Audra can join, and Robert. Maybe we can get Ryan Matt up. Matt Baker potentially, if he's back in town. We'll try to get a good conversation going surrounding the illegal invasion of our country. They should be getting near wrapping up here. They've been loading up for a while. Again, they put all the women on first, so they would be in the rear of the plane. They'd be separated from the men, just sure for safety and harassment sake. It seems like it's slowing down. The pilots on board probably going through the pre-flight checks. I imagine that shortly we will probably be seeing them pull the stairs away, and we'll watch the buses and vans depart. And that they will stage in the queue. That'll take a few minutes. Looks like there's probably 6 or 7 in the queue right now, so they'll head over to get in there, and we'll just hang around and wait. Keep the stream going. Tail number for you. It's hidden behind the wing of the plane right there. I can really show it on that right now from where I'm at. Yeah, apparently they've got them all loaded up. Getting the last of the luggage. They've been going through the bags. They frisked all the people before they got on. They were all handcuffed as they went up the stairway. When I first got here, the buses and the vans were not here yet. But they did pull up right to the area right here where I'm parked. It gave me a little bit of a hard time. I basically told them they could shove it. They didn't want to be on film. I said, you can't do anything about that, you're in public. And then another gentleman came by in a van and said that I wasn't allowed to film out here. And I said, I've already dealt with the Harbor Police and I know my rights. I can film all I want. This is a public property. They don't like it when you film. Anytime you have interactions with law enforcement, bust out your phone and stand your ground. Just know your rights. Looks like the pilot's getting on now.
Personal vehicles typically. On Friday there was one Border Patrol vehicle parked next to me. But when they make the drop, then they bring them back at the end of the day. So, you know, they're Border Patrol San Diego sector agents. They're traveling with them, so they have to bring them back so that they can come home after they fly them out there. So the return flight will just have the chaperone Border Patrol agents. Comes back typically around like 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for that. Approximately 150 people, give or take, on the flight. Have 2 layers of chain link fence with barbed wire and concertina wire top of it right here. So in order to get this vantage point, I have to sit on top of my van. So this is kind of the situation out here. It's about 10 feet high, so it's maybe 9. And when I sit up here on top of my van, I get a pretty good vantage point. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the room. Part of our Quantum Party movement. If you're not following 808 Covfefe, give him a follow too. Oh, he's got good content. He's part of our team of people I work with. He's been following along with some of the stories I've been involved with for the past, I guess, 4 years now. Out there in Hawaii, 808. I'll try to cut this down later, maybe make it a little bit more entertaining. I understand this is a very long live, but I'll go through it later on and try to make it something that's a little bit more share-worthy. Been doing this every single day out of here. From the research we were doing last night, it seems as though this was kind of like
justified publicly in September of 2022, and it looks like the operation was between that then and December of 2022. They were kind of got all the contracts in place, and by the end of December 22, this machine was in full effect, and it's been going ever since. According to the security here, this happens every day. So that's nearly 2 years. So it'll work out to 650 days times 150 people. You do the math. About 100,000 that have gone out this way. And they do also use the regular terminals. The people who have come through on the CBP1 app, they're brought in and processed through the normal terminals. We have documented that they are not required to have identification, government ID, passport or government ID. And they're able to go through the priority boarding line in Terminal 2. People have more rights than you and I do, which was confirmed to us. We went down to the soft-sided Border Patrol processing facility at Brownfield in Otay Mesa a few months ago, and we were shooting a report, me and Audra and Robert. Again, Audra at Eye of the Storm SD and Robert Johnson at JDATA 17. Give them a follow. We were out there shooting a report, and as we were getting ready to leave, a guy pulled up on an ATV, and he was asking what we were doing out there, and we just let him know that we were reporters, journalists, and he said, well, who do you work for? So we don't work for anybody. He said, well, who pays you? Nobody pays us. So we told him, you know, we're not controlled, we're just independent journalists. And having heard that, he realized that maybe we're going to tell the real news. So he let us know that those people inside that facility, it's a 130,000 square foot tent facility that I believe the capacity is 500 illegal immigrants at a time. They get processed through there. After they're brought in from the camps, and the ones who avoided the port of entry, they're transported to the soft-sided facility here in Otay Mesa. But he let us know that many of the immigrants, the illegal immigrants that are inside that facility, have more rights than we do. And he said, and they know it. So this is one more example of that, traveling without ID, traveling by air. Try doing that if you're not an illegal. We witnessed it firsthand, Audra and I. I'll give a shout out to also to JJ Carroll and Ryan Matta. They released their documentary, one of two, This Is Treason documentaries on, I believe it was yesterday or Friday. So you can go to I think it's thisistreason.com, and you can view it from there. They also have it available on a Rumble channel. But follow Ryan Matta and JJ Carroll, C-A-R-R-E-L-L. So you can see they've been out here. They've spent quite a bit of time with Audra. I got to spend the day with Ryan one day, and Audra. There's an interview, I think, with each of us available as a VIP. If you're a VIP member, VIP access, watch the interview, sit down interviews with Ryan and other exclusive content. So I actually haven't seen it yet. I'll probably try to squeeze that in sometime. if he was joining the stream at least for a moment. I've been doing a lot of work trying to expose the ins and outs of how this border machine operates. Looks like they got all the luggage loaded up, so I expect to see the buses leaving soon and the stairway pulled away from the jet, and of course the cabin door pulled shut. Shut the door. Buses are beginning to pull away here. I'll get a shot of them going out the gate. It's right next to me here, so you can see a little bit more about the information that's on the bus. It says corrections on the top, in the center where it would say school bus on the school bus. Core Care, I believe, is the name of the company. The contract for bringing them to the airport. Soon the stairway will be pulled away and the flashing beacon on top of the jet. There goes the stairway. They'll fire up the engine to turn on the flashing red beacon on top, and that means that they are preparing to head to the runway. Other vans and buses, the other bus and the vans pull away here shortly once the stairway's out of the way. And we'll get a picture of that tail number as soon as it's visible. There we go, they're all leaving now. Like 3 passenger, maybe 4 passenger vans and 2 cargo vans. No, 3 cargo vans? Those cargo vans may have seats in them too. They probably do. But one of those was just for the luggage. Who did? getting closer to takeoff. No, they'll come back around here. Maybe not. Maybe they'll go out another exit. I got plenty of footage of them going in, so it doesn't matter. As soon as that plane starts to move here, we'll be able to catch the tail number. Looks like they're going to go out another exit. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I already got them on my feed. Oh, right. They're probably watching the feed. I got 1.5 million views from Friday, so probably someone involved that knows. They're over there.
I know, I'm trying to find out where they're going to.
You should probably go. I'm gonna try to figure out where the buses are going now, and the vans. My friend is going to try to keep an eye on them. Let's get that tail number. And as soon as they take off, I'll be ending this live so I can track it. I suppose other people can do that for me. That's as good a time as any to end it. I'll watch him get off the ground and get back to my day. I imagine we probably got about 15 minutes until they take off. I encourage any of you guys who may be watching or listening to get involved. You know, start attending your local meetings, your board of supervisors, city council, school board, board of commissioners. We gotta start holding these people to account. You know, and if you see something happening around you, everybody's got a phone that's got a video camera on it. So start documenting the things that you see. You know, the news that's on the TV doesn't tell anybody anything that's worthwhile anymore. So it's on us to tell the real stories about what's going on in the world. Get involved. Together we win. Divided we fall. it's also important to connect with the like-minded people in your area. You know, there's strength in numbers. It would be a lot more difficult. I wouldn't be able to do this the same without the other people that help. I'm happy to be a part of that team. I'm so fortunate to have met the wonderful people who are helping to fight the good fight here in San Diego. Out of 3.38 million, there's about 10 of us that show up. But we're loud. And we work together. You know, we all have our own kind of takes on things, but as Audra once said, everybody's got an instrument to play. We all have a different part in the symphony. But when we each play our parts together, we can make some amazing music. That's how an orchestra works. So pick up your instrument and play it. Flashing beacon on, that's a sign that things are going well, going to plan. Oh, yep, there it is. On top of the plane. Starting the engines. Have that end number in the next minute or two. It'll start to move, taxi over to the queue. The tail number always starts with an N. Get that flight number and figure out where they're going here in a little bit. all loaded up first, so they're in the back of the plane, then came in next, load up all the luggage. They frisked them. They were all handcuffed as they got on board. So the plane's ready to go. Now let's see if we can get that tail number. There it is, finally. N2826X. N2826X, I believe is what it says. Sorry, I've got this thing on a tripod, it's kind of locked down, so it's moving as smoothly as it should. Heading to the queue, and then headed to a city near you. Gotta move some things around here. Let's see if I can get back on them. There they go. There's beautiful downtown San Diego. The queue's fairly long. I mean, I don't know how many planes are in it, but they're gonna taxi all the way down back into this area back here. Keep an eye on that until they're prepped for takeoff. I guess it was N282GX. It's a little bit hard for me to see that. N282GX, apparently. Frontier Airlines taking off right now. There's another one coming in, so hold tight for a minute. Imagine that I don't see any other ones coming in right away, so it'll be one of the next two to take off, I imagine. so this may just be another couple minutes, I imagine. They gotta take turns. Let's see one coming into land in just a moment. And 282GX tail number. They have queues on both sides of the runway, so our guy's on the left. I think they take turns for one from the left and one from the right, so hopefully ours will be turning the corner here, staging to take off. And we'll figure out where it's going. I'm going to end the stream as soon as the bird is airborne. So I might as well tell you guys now, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Oh, there's another one coming in. There hasn't been one taken off for a minute. It's 3 in a row coming into land. I'll just put this up just a little higher so you can see it come in. Now hopefully we can get a couple departures. It'll be turning the corner right there just next to the blue trim on this building. That's not ours. That's not the one. Just a few more minutes. Coast Guard station right down here. It's a plane landing, so I'm gonna stay on this guy for a second. There's the beautiful Hyatt that just below it. On the 40th floor of the Hyatt, the top floor, they have this place called Top of the Hyatt. It's amazing. The views, 360-degree views if you walk around the top of the building of the Bay, San Diego, all over the place. If you ever visit San Diego, just go up there, have a drink, hang out. It's a beautiful lounge. Just the views will knock your socks off. Looks like our guy's still in the queue. This one's staging right now. It should be coming up very soon. That was an American Airlines one that just came around. It's taking off right now. There's one more going before our guy. At least one more. Canada Airways, I believe. Almost there, guys. 3 hours and 5 minutes of sitting up here on top of my van shooting this stuff. I'm ready to get out of here too. Stick with me for a few more minutes. Asked if I have a Rumble station. You can access our videos. I know on Audra's Rumble, I think these things are going up on her Rumble at Eye of the Storm is her channel on Rumble. If you want to, she has a lot of amazing content, some really great interviews with some amazing people. She's been doing that for the last couple of years. So she's got quite a compilation of amazing content on there, and our videos go out there. If Robert's listening, he also has a Rumble channel. It's a series of numbers. I can't remember exactly the numbers, so if Robert's listening, I'll have him drop that in the comments. Or you can go to his page and maybe, or send him a DM if you'd like to see his channel. All of our lives are posted there, and I think they all got on Audra's channel, the Eye of the Storm channel on Rumble as well. So they're really, hers is definitely one that you want to follow. She's an intrepid reporter and just lots of amazing guests. Follow them both. Audra's at Eye of the Storm SD. I imagine probably all you guys are. She's at Eye of the Storm SD. And Robert Johnson, he does a lot of the back end work for us. He's always on scene, covering meetings, and helping us out to make sure that we get these things going out to as many channels as possible. And if you're interested in helping our cause, he has other places available. If you're in another city and you want to start covering things, I would encourage you to follow Robert, reach out to him if you'd like to contribute. Also, if anybody has any tips that they'd like to share with us, we do have a tip line. I'm not sure the phone number, But also, you can drop any tips in the comments on this video, or at I Have the Storm SD, or to Robert Johnson. He is at JDATA17 on X. That you guys have done that would help out us getting this story all played out, all figured out. You know, we're doing our best to dive in and do the research that we can to figure out who these companies are owned by, you know, what the contracts are like, where they're at in their contract, when the contract started, what other industries that they may be invested in. We're doing a lot of work outside of this to try to dissect everything that we're capturing behind the scenes. Join us for our space that we're sure to be hosting soon, potentially later today, if not within the next couple of days. I'll be going into One American News tomorrow to talk about this a little bit. Hopefully they'll give me the segment. I'm going in there at noon tomorrow. I'm not sure what time the segment will air. To watch it, you'd have to be on OAN Live. It's $5 a month subscription. They're based here in San Diego. Ivory Hecker just joined their team. I'm not going to be on with her, but another gentleman who works there with them. He's kind of a funny guy. So hopefully I'll be able to get that segment from them, and I'll post it up tomorrow night or Tuesday. I guess that there was a few more planes in the queue than I thought. There's another one coming in here, so it's going to be just another minute or two before the other ones go out. But it's got to be getting close. Nikki's watching. I met Nikki at the dog park last night. I think that's the right one. Telegram. I'll try to remember to do that. But anything that I do will definitely be on my X. I don't do a lot of interactions on Telegram anymore. I used to do a lot of work there, but I'm pretty much only utilize X at this point. I use Telegram for file transfers and things like that, but I barely ever get on there. Still not it. The planes in the queue are mostly blocked out by this building over here, so it's hard for me to see them until they get prepped and ready to go. So bear with it. Another one coming in. Patience is a virtue, my friends. one coming in. Boy, oh boy. There is one staging. It looks like that's our guy over there. All right. A matter of moments. We'll know where this one's headed off to. It's moving. Here we go. Oh, it's off. Oh no! It's off. Where is it? Well, I didn't do the best camera work on this one. But there they go. All right, guys, time to track it. Peace out. Have a great Sunday.